Good afternoon, Warriors. This is Peter DeCrans here, and what I wanted to do in this video was talk about making a digital portfolio and kind of putting a cover sheet on it. So normally what we do on our first day of class is we spend a lot of time playing some kind of get-to-know-you type of games. So you get to know who's in the class, and you know your neighbors sit next to you, to the left and right of you. Unfortunately, we can't really quite do that because of the whole distance learning thing. So what I wanted to do was to make a portfolio, but then to make a cover page with a couple of things about yourself. So usually in my ceramics classes, we make a little digital portfolio. When I say that, it's just a Google slide, and then each slide is just a picture of different projects you made. And what's nice about this is sometimes what happens is, especially in ceramics, is you're making something, and say you have a nice project, a cup you're about to put in the kiln to fire up, and before it gets there, you drop it or something happens and it breaks. And if you have a photo of it, then you can still get points for it, even though it broke and it didn't make it to the kiln. So it's just nice to kind of save photos of different projects. Now, especially if you're talking about bringing projects from home that you made with clay to the kiln, we're still trying to figure out the logistical details of. So it's just a place to keep your photos. So I'm going to kind of walk you through how to make a digital portfolio, how to do the Google slide, how to share it with me, and then what you're going to do for your cover sheet. So right here, if you go into Canvas and you click on module number 1 or project number 1 under modules, it's going to be to create a cover page for your portfolio. And the learning targets, I can create a Pottery cover for my Pottery Google slide portfolio that I use throughout the semester. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to open up a Google slide, and then you're going to name it. And this is important. When you name it your first and last name, Pottery, and then the period you're in. That way I can organize everything, and when you share it with me, I can find it pretty easily. Then you're going to add images of 3 things that you like, and then add a photo of yourself. And if you have the clay, the little pound of clay, have that in your photo too, so I know that you have it. I do have an example, so you can click on the example of a portfolio if you want, which I'm going to show you here in a second. So here's kind of the pottery portfolio, and starting out with, you're just opening up a regular Google slide, and then you're going to go ahead and you're going to title it. So the title of this for myself would be Peter DeCrans. And then I'm going to take Pottery, and then period, whatever period I'm in, and I would have it, that would be the title. So that, make sure you have that in the title. Then you want to make sure you share it with me. And to share it, you're just going to go click on the right share button on the top right screen right there. It says share. And then you're going to type it to who you want to share to, and I'm just going to type my own name in. So I start typing Peter DeCrans. So peter.decrans@ISD, or I start typing Peter DeCrans, and there I am, comes up, and then I click send. And then after I hit send, then it's shared with me. I can see it, anything you put in there, and go and do that. So that's kind of how you would go ahead and do this. So once you get that done, that's the first part. The second part is the first page. So the first page is going to be your cover page, which we'll talk about in a second. And then every different slide would just be different projects you make throughout the class. And hopefully, I know some of you guys are doing distance only, some of you are hybrid. We should be making at least a couple different clay projects, but it might be different types of projects just depending on what you're in, but you can throw a picture of it inside the digital portfolio. So what I'm going to do now is, the first thing I'm going to do is take a picture of myself. And depending on how your computer is set up, if you got a Chromebook or different types of computer, so sometimes you just go to Insert, and you can click an image and camera, and just take a photo of yourself with the camera in your laptop. But it depends on what kind of device you have. But you just want to, if you have an image saved, you just go to Image, Insert, and put the image there. So the first thing I'm going to do is probably add an image of myself. So I got the image of myself. This is my last year's school picture. And then I'm going to think of like 3 different things that I like. And it's going to go Google image, like different things I like, and just insert the images. So one thing, you know, I'm retired from the Army Corps of Engineers. So after 20 years there, what did I just do? So you see my nice engineer flag up there? So this right here is the first thing I'm going to do is put the symbol for the United States Army Corps of Engineers. And the word Essayance on the bottom of it, that's French for let us try. So I'd add that one. Next thing is I'm a fan of Rick and Morty. It's my favorite cartoon. So I'm going to add a picture of Rick and Morty in there. And then the last thing, this is a pottery class, so I might as well add a pot. And that's it. So I'm looking at just like 3 things that you like. It's completely up to you, anything you want. But 3 things that you kind of like, and then a picture of yourself. And then again, if you have the clay, just kind of hold the clay, see if you can have the clay in the picture somewhere, where that way I know you have it. And then that's it. So let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.